Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Bernard, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about time management and how I spend my time doing my coach activities that fit in with a 40 or 50-hour work week, and how I make that successful for my business. So, the thing I want to start with first are the 3 vital behaviors that every coach should be doing in order to be successful in Beachbody. So, the first thing is to invite people to join as a coach, invite people to use the products, invite people into your healthy lifestyle. The second is to be proof of the product, which means you have to do the work. It means you have to work out. It means you have to drink Shakeology. It means that you have to show that the products that we are selling work and matter for other people in their life, and it's going to help them solve a problem that they have in their life. And the third is personal development. We all know that to be better at what we do, we need to learn new things. We need to grow, and we need to challenge ourselves to do those things. So everything that I do, I try to follow back through with these 3 things. They're the reason that I do the things that I do, because I know that these things matter and I know that they make a difference in how successful or not successful I am in my business. The other thing I like to think about, and I heard another coach, a very successful coach, talk about this, the things that you do today will not manifest itself for 2 months. So the work that you're putting in, the effort that you're putting in right now, you'll see down the road. You're not going to see them tomorrow. You probably won't even see them next week. You may not see them next month, but you will see the fruits of your labor 2 months down the road. So how do I spend my time? Well, there's 3 things that I do. 1 hour every single morning I spend in a power hour. I'll go through my activities and how I break up that hour. The second thing I do 2 times a week for 30 minutes is I write my lead generators. I don't do it the night before, or I try not to. There are times where that happens because of a busy life, but I really try to invest my time into taking good pictures and to writing quality posts that are about me and that if I read them, I would want to join in what I'm doing. The third thing I do is I spend 30 minutes 5 days a week working out so that I could be a product of the product. I've learned that for me, working out 7 days a week is not really feasible. I need to have those 2 days of rest, and because we have a busy life, and so to be able to have 2 days to move around during the week is really important for me. So 1 hour a morning, each morning doing power hour, 30 minutes twice a week, in addition to that writing my lead generators, and 30 minutes 5 days a week working out. So what do I do for my power hour? This is something that I've started in the last few months, something that's been really, really powerful for me. I'm not a morning person, but I've committed to getting up an hour earlier so that I can have this time and work on this. So I have to turn on a timer on my phone. If I don't, I could spend the whole hour working on the first thing. And so I put a timer on my phone, I stick to it. Even if there's other things, I write them down and I do them the next day. So 0 to 10 minutes. I use that time for personal development. I love to read, so I try to gather any kind of information I can on skills and gifts that I do not have. So for me, people management is something I love to do. That's what I do in my full-time job. I manage a team of about 60 people. And so for me, doing that is not a hard thing. But for me, selling things is hard. So I have learned everything I can about network marketing, about how to sell products without selling products, about leadership, and about the ways that I can make myself better in social media. And so those are the things I read. I listen to podcasts, I read articles, and I have a notebook with me because I take notes on those things. There are quotes that I can use on social media. There are encouraging things that I can use with my downline coaches. And there are ways that I can share with my challengers in my challenge groups the things I'm learning. So I keep a notebook handy so I can write those things down and share them later. 10 minutes to 20 minutes. I send out 5 to 10 invitations or follow-ups for people who are interested in a product. Now, they may not say, hey, I want to sign up for the 21-day fix. They may have just asked me about Shakeology at work and what it is and why I drink it. And I take that as an opportunity to reach back out to them and talk to them about how Shakeology may be something that could fit in their lives. Now, something to remember, we are in the business of people, not sales. And so first, we need to get to know people. We need to be approachable. We need to be someone that someone wants to talk to about these things. So don't lead with a sale. Lead with a way to help fix a problem for them, a solution for them. And goodness, you guys, 21 Day Fix, any of our programs, Shakeology, there's solutions for a lot of people. There are solutions for us. There's a reason that we signed on to do these programs and to use these products. So be able to share that with others. Minutes 20 through 25, I log on to Facebook and I wish happy birthday to anyone who's having a birthday. Now I send them a private message. I don't clutter their wall with all the other hundreds of people that are wishing them happy birthday. And I do not sell them a product. Listen, do not sell them a product. Wishing them happy birthday is about wishing them happy birthday. It's about checking in. It's about being a friend. It's about not having an agenda. The one piece of advice I will give is end the message with an open-ended question. Not something they can answer yes or no to, but something they need to respond to. It starts a dialogue. And I was surprised the first 10 that I sent, I think 7 of them wrote back and said, hey, I see you're a Beachbody coach. Can I ask you a few questions about something? I didn't say anything about Beachbody. I didn't say anything about Shakeology or about the 21 Day Fix. I just said happy birthday and I'm thinking about you. And remember when we were 16 and we celebrated your birthday together then. Those are the things that I talk about. And it's amazing how many of those have turned into sales and being able to help someone with a product that we have. So, minutes 25 through 35. Go to your Prime social media outlet. Connect with 5 new people. Like 8 of their posts. Comment on 2 of them and ask a question on 1 of them. Take initiative the next day to go back and make sure that if they ask or respond to you, that you respond to them. A lot of people don't tag you back in a post, and so make sure that if you've asked someone a question, you check in regularly to see if they've answered your question for you. Minutes 35 through 45, check in on your challenge group. Comment on their posts, both in your private group and on their regular Facebook page. They have a life outside of the 21 Day Fix challenge group or the size challenge group. So make sure that you are building relationships, that you are commenting on things that are going on in their life as well. Post something fresh in the group. Maybe it's just what the workout is for today and a motivational quote, but this is a great time to invest in doing that. Minutes 45 through 55, check in on your coaches and post on your team Facebook page. Now, if you don't have a team Facebook page, even if you have 1 coach in your downline, it's time to create a Facebook page for your team. You're creating a tribe, you're creating a unit, and it's really a lot easier to manage a smaller group of people instead of hoping that everyone sees what's posted on the Koinonia Athletic page, the big page. Now, that's a great resource, and you want people to be active in that as well. But there are certain things that you're going to want to motivate or encourage your downline to the activities that they are participating in, and this is a great way to do that. You also want to check for updates on the KA page during these 10 minutes. If there's anything that you should be learning about or something that you want to participate in, that Facebook page is a great place to find that. The last 5 minutes, I send a message or a text to 1 person that I would like to join me as a coach on my team. Now, I don't lead with the invitation to join as a coach. I first just send them a message and ask how their day is going, if there's anything that's going on in their lives that I could be praying for, or ways that I could help support them, or just catching up and seeing what's happening. They'll respond, then you respond, and it is a back and forth. And it may take 3 or 4 times before you say something like, you know what, you are one of the most encouraging people I have ever met. And I have been able to use that gift as a coach. And I'd love to talk to you about finding ways to use that gift in this capacity. Do you have time to jump on a phone call to chat about that for a few minutes? I just really think that you'd be a bright light or a shining star in this. Don't be super cheesy. Don't lead with things like, hey, have you ever thought about being a coach? Unless you know them well and you've already had that conversation, it's really important to build a relationship. Make sure that you compliment them, you use their gifts and skills, that you bring out the part of coaching that they would maybe resonate with the most. This isn't the time to answer all the questions or to try to head off all the questions they'll have. This is a time to really pump them up and get them excited about an opportunity. And remember, it takes time. There are very few people the first time they hear an opportunity that are going to jump on it. Now, there's some that will, and that's going to be awesome, but there are others who it's going to take some time. So that's how I spend an hour every morning. At first, I had a notebook so I could read through each step, and it took me a little longer than an hour just because I wanted to make sure that I was hitting everything. And now, a few months in, it's something that's really a habit for me, and I just can breeze through it. And then, usually at the end, I have a little bit of time left too, where I can write personal notes to my challengers in my group. I can find ways to encourage other people in my life to keep working hard at the goals and the plans that they have. Remember, those 3 vital behaviors are so important, and they should direct how you spend your time. You shouldn't be doing all kinds of random things that don't help point you back to these 3 vital behaviors. Now, there are going to be weeks, there's going to be time where it's going to take a little more when you're setting up a challenge group, when you're emailing people back and forth about questions they may have about a certain challenge pack or a certain program. And that's part of the deal. That's part of providing good customer service. And so you want to make sure that you have time to do that. A few tips I'll give you is don't do that when you're distracted. You end up sending information, only half the information, or information that's incorrect sometimes. So make sure that if you're really working on business things, that you're dedicating your time to do that. You're not trying to do 5 other things at the same time. Amber said this a lot, but I also turn off all the notifications on my phone because otherwise I could spend all day responding to challengers. And what I've learned is that I need to set office hours and I need to stick to those, because otherwise I get burnt out and I don't provide good customer service. And that's a really key to this business. Please remember as you're doing this, that this is a people business first. We're about caring for people. We're about providing solutions for them, and we're about pouring into them before we're about selling things. The sales come. I've learned that. And I hope that you do too. I hope this has been helpful for you. Please post any questions that you have below. I'd love to talk any more about time management or answer any questions that you have. Thanks so much.